So it's not gone well. Hello and welcome back to Careering Onwards, where for the first time we are not at Cambridge United anymore. We've made the move, we've taken the big step up. We are at Leicester City, and I'm kind of regretting the decision. We're really bad. We're really bad. We sort by last 5 games. It's not good. It's just not good. No one above a 7. There are some sort of signs of positivity, or at least that's what I'm going to cling to. But yeah, it's not been a sort of the flying start I would have hoped for. But a lot of the matches we've had to play, with the exception of Swansea, were against teams who were doing quite well in the league. So, anyway, let's just remind ourselves of the context of this before we go into the results. The last time that they won a match was in October against Nottingham Forest. So it's been a bit of a while. They lost every single game in November. We then took over here. This was our first match, the Swansea City game, and it got off to a brilliant start, I thought. A clean sheet, which is fantastic. Defensively, really good. I restored Kasper Schmeichel to the side. Didn't notice it in the actual last episode, but he'd been dumped down in the reserves for some reason. He wants to leave because he wants a new challenge, but I mean, why? Not going to play today because he's got an injury, but anyway. So 0-0 with Swansea. They're struggling as well. Defensively, I think a really good performance. Obviously, it's a clean sheet. We didn't lose the game as well, but we hit the woodwork 3 times, which was a bit frustrating. And then it continued on in a form of frustration. And 0-0 again with Blackburn Rovers. We hit the post in that one. The ball rolled across the goal line and was then cleared. That was fun. We then got trashed 3-0 by West Brom, which is awful, but actually the only defeat we've had in my time in charge. Everything else has just been draws. I complained at Cambridge that we just didn't draw games very often. Well, I guess this is my comeuppance, really, isn't it? But some signs of positivity. A 1-1 draw with top of the table Huddersfield Town. We were kind of outplayed for the most part, but we got it back into it. We got a point. That's not too bad. In the FA Cup third round, we drew 1-1 with Brighton Hove Albion. They're in the Premier League, so positivity. And then most recently, a 3-3 draw with Sheffield United. We started absolutely dreadfully, 2-0 down in 3 minutes. We were 3-1 down. We fought back. We kept on fighting. And in the end, 2 goals relatively late on, Josh King and Iosi Perez scoring to make it 3-3. So that means we're in 18th. We're in 18th. Is that mid-table? I'm not sure. It's not good, is it? It's not good. You cannot describe this as good. But I do think that actually some of the fixtures we've had have been really quite difficult. We've got some, I don't want to say easy, but certainly February is some very winnable games. So hopefully that should help. I think the reason why we're so bad is because the players we have are just really bad. Let's just talk about the new signing. I'm trying to bring some players in. The first player that we have definitely brought in is a former Monaco favourite. Keita Balde joins us from Monaco for the cut price of £700,000. I mean, that's kind of value I can get behind. Not absolutely outstanding on this year's game by the looks of it. Some pretty poor mentals, but pretty nice attributes overall, certainly for this kind of level. And I think the wingers were the issue that we had. I mean, I'm playing Ricardo Pereira as a right winger because everyone else is pretty terrible. Iosi Perez has done okay. Could maybe play him today, actually. But everyone else has just been really poor. But of course, this is a bit more of a long-term thing. The board only expect us to get mid-table this season. We're not expected to get promoted. We're going to need to completely rebuild the squad in the summer, that is for sure. We're not good enough at all. A lot of the players that have been brought in before I got here are really not very good. I mean, our only left-back at the moment, Coney De Winter, high potential, on loan from Juventus. Not very good current ability as far as I'm concerned. 10 tackling is an issue for me. Not good enough at all. We're looking for a new left back. I mean, Mustafi, what is the point of him being here? What is the point? So Cambridge, what's happened to them since we've left? Well, they've hired Sabri Lamucci, who's been unemployed for 2 years after being sacked by Nottingham Forest early on in the save. And, well, I mean, they've won 1 game since we left, which is good. 1-0 winning against Middlesbrough. Adam Ida, of course, getting the goal in that one. Sam Greenwood being a naughty boy, but otherwise not especially good for them. They're still in the playoffs, though, which is good. And it is Cambridge that we play today, in need of our first win. And, well, are we going to get it against our former employers? I mean, even if we lose this, I'm fine with it because it's like, oh, it's Cambridge, it's nice if they win. Do I regret leaving? I mean, there's a little bit of regret, that's for sure. Anyway then, the team for this one is, well, it's going to be Jerome Pryor in goal. He is, I wouldn't say he was good. 11 handling concerns me. It definitely concerns me, but Kasper Schmeichel's got a bit of a knock, so I don't want to risk him in this one. Mustafi and Soyuncu is going to be the centre-back pairing. Soyuncu, I just rejected a bid from China for him. He's not even bothered, so that's good. Ricardo Pereira is going to be at right back. We could play him as a right winger. We might experiment with that. De Winter has to play at left back because he's the only left back we've got. The midfield apparently don't like each other at all. But they should be the engine room of the team, and Ndidi, Chowdhury and Pratt. And then the wing situation, as I say, we've got Keita Balde now. He can kind of play both sides. But actually, in the recovery against Charlton, our front three did score a goal each. So we're going to keep Iheanacho up top, Josh King on the left-hand side, with Ayoze Perez on the right. I mean, we've walked into a bit of a firestorm here, a bit of a difficult situation, and we need to sort of see our way out of it. I should say, I would like to say this, the dressing room atmosphere is now good. That's as a result of a team meeting which took place 2 days ago. At no point when I took over was I given an option to introduce myself to the squad. They didn't even know who I am. I was just here. And week after week, result after result, the dressing room atmosphere was sinking into the absolute red. Like we were bankrupt, morally bankrupt. And the game just would not let me do a team meeting. Finally did. And then maybe now things are going to turn around. We hope so. Anyway, right. So formation from Sabri Lamucci. He's mucked everything up. What are you doing? That was a winning formation. He's gone for the attacking midfielder. Joe Adams, who is not a natural in that position, just shoved him in there. Probably beat us 4-0. Probably beat us 4-0 really. Anyway, right. I expect a nothing but a win to cut out our bad results. We are going with the more defensive system, which we never really used at Cambridge, certainly not for a while, just because we've been so bad that I kind of feel like let's just go with this, ease our way into the game. We have played the other system in all the other matches, and you've seen how well that's gone. Right, half an hour gone and not a single highlight, so maybe we need to make the switch. We have had 4 shots on target though, they've had none. Away from home, at our former home, and that's going to be the first half, isn't it? We've apparently dominated. I'm going to tell them they were excellent. Well done, boys. I would like to win a game at some point before I am presumably sacked. I don't think we're going to get sacked anytime soon, but come on, boys. Right, just demand a little bit more. We could switch the system up. Let's see. We've finally got a highlight, though. Soyuncu to Ricardo Pereira running forwards. Ayoze Perez. We should be annihilating them with respect. Ricardo Pereira with the shot. And there we go. Firing home. And for the first time in the entire time I've been in charge at Leicester, we lead in a league match. We did lead against Brighton before bidding it off, but this is the first time we're leading in a league game. Ricardo Pereira cuts inside and scores. He's our most coveted player, the only player over a 7 really in the average rating, so he'll probably get sold in a few days' time. Right, time is going away here, and I'd be very happy if that was the only highlight of the entire match, or another one for us would be good. Pereira to Chowdhury, back to Ndidi. Pereira gets it back. He's running the right-hand side. It gets the ball to Ayoze Perez, gets it across. Kelechi Iheanacho's there, and we have doubled our lead. And surely, finally now, we are on our way to our first win as Leicester City manager. It's not been a great start. It's not been a fun start. I've been doubting myself. But against the team we left, with a tear in our eye, it's 2-0. We've outplayed them, it's fair to say. We've absolutely outplayed them. Right, Cambridge looking to work a little bit of a chance here. It's like seeing some children you abandoned. All of the old boys, Callum Burton on the ball. Maybe we'll see them again. Lovely ball to George Maris. Terrible defensive mix-up, but we just about recover. Right, we need to make a change, I think. Ayoze Perez has done really well. Obviously, I've just signed Keita Balde to replace him, and Perez has been brilliant. I'm going to take Ricardo Pereira off as well. I don't want him to get injured, and I don't want... And then Ndidi's not looking particularly fit either. We don't really have a sort of... I'm not sure how the midfield... How to balance that one. Probably a mistake to make those changes. Lamine Diaby with the chance, which Pryor makes the save. I assume it's Pryor. It could be Prior. Anyway, Josh King on the left-hand side finds De Winter. He's not a naturally left-footed Josh King, so... But he apparently can play the position, and he's done quite well when I've put him out there. Korchia into Keita Balde, fierce shot from him, which Callum Burton makes a fantastic save with, but nearly a debut goal for Balde. He's only been on the pitch for a few seconds. Anyway, Josh King inside to Hamza Chowdhury. It's blocked. Cambridge looking to come away with it. 1 minute of normal time left. George Maris' shot is blocked though, and Josh King is away. Finds Pratt. Can he find a good ball? He can. It's gone to Iheanacho, who fires home. Kelechi Iheanacho. He's not played much for Leicester this season, but he's doing well so far for us. 3-0 to the good. Pratt on it, finds Chowdhury, slide ball forwards from him. Iheanacho cuts in, not convincing from Mr. Burton in the goal there, but well, I'm not going to fine him because I can't fine him anymore because he's not my employee, 2 minutes left, we're 3-0 up. This is, I would hope, unless there's going to be any sort of late shenanigans, absolutely done. Ida puts it forward, but he can't quite get it. Can we come forwards again? A 4-0 win would be just the tonic. De Winter to Chowdhury. Is he going to take a shot on? No, he's not. Pratt finds King. Iheanacho's on a hat-trick. Josh King gets it back, though. Fierce shot from him. It's absolutely stupendous, says the text commentary. Let's have a look at it in 3D. Chowdhury, lacking his hair that we're sort of accustomed to. Josh King gives it back to Iheanacho. Gets it back from Iheanacho. And that is a lovely, sweet strike. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And well, just the ticket indeed. 4-0, that is what I was expecting when I took charge. That was absolutely excellent, boys. What a difference a team meeting makes. Well done. Cambridge promotion bid takes a hit. I mean, with respect, boys, I do think it's in your best interest to not get promoted this season. That was one of the factors I thought about with leaving. I think if we accidentally got promoted, that would be really... well, it wouldn't be very good, I don't think, for the club particularly. But anyway, Keita Balde came on, did relatively well in his few moments. The issue is that the players who started ahead of him finally played well. Iheanacho, 2 goals from him, absolutely excellent. And it's a wonderful sight. It's a wonderful, wonderful sight. Is that the day things start to turn? We're up 1 place, absolutely whopping result there. Up to 17th, but finally a bit of positive momentum. Now we have got the game against Brighton, the FA Cup replay. I'm not really bothered too much about that. Not really bothered too much. So I think what we're going to do is I'll show you any key goals, anything amazing, but the focus is going to be on the game against Reading. It's a home game. Hopefully we can continue the momentum from the game against Cambridge. Right, so for a bit of extra coverage on the left-hand side, we are going to bring in Johnny from Lazio on loan till the end of the season, not really costing us very much money. Still pretty decent at the age of 30, can play down the whole left side, we're only going to be needing him for the left wing, but I just think he's a worthwhile person to pick up, not going to cost us very much, as I said, and will help if we need him too. Well, we kept largely the same team for the game against Brighton, and I wanted to keep the momentum going, and it's kind of working so far. 70 minutes in, but Keita Balde stolen in and fired home for his first goal for Leicester City. We've got the lead here. And there we go. We've made it through 1-0. 2 wins in a row, 2 wins on the bounce. Well done. Against a Premier League side as well. That is really quite good. And it will be Derby County in the next round. And then I think the final piece of business I'm actually going to do this January window is Charlie Taylor from Bournemouth. That's where he's ended up now. I just think he's kind of better than Coney De Winter, who's only here on loan anyway, and just sort of a more natural fit for what we want to do. 10.25 million isn't a bad price either. I think we're going to get him in. Stoke want to sign Kelechi Iheanacho on loan. Why do the AI make such completely baffling transfer moves? Right then, can we make it 3 wins in a row? We have gone with the defensive system, slightly more defensive system for 2 games, and well, it's worked. So I think logically we go for this again, although we are at home, and I do think that going forwards it makes sense to use the other system at home. But let's start with this, and we can make the switch if we need to. I brought in Keita Balde on the left-hand side, given the fact he scored in the last game, and I'm going to bring in Charlie Taylor as well straight away for Coney De Winter. We'll see how that works out. So this is going to be an interesting test. Can we keep up the good form? I do expect to win today, I'm going to say that, which might be dangerous, but we played so well against Cambridge. We played really quite well against Brighton as well. Let's keep it up. Let's get some good form, get ourselves up the table. Right, early chance, and it's going Reading's way, which is not good. Alonso on the left-hand side to Krovinovic, and Yiadom on the right-hand side flicks it in, and Alonso with a header which really should go in. Free kick from Dennis Pratt, though, headed over by Iheanacho. Maybe we should have just loaned him to Stoke. Corner in from Reading, flicked away by Soyuncu, but he's given a penalty. Andre Mariner, for some reason, I'm not sure what's caused it. Pedrinho straight down the middle and scores, and, well, that was fun while it lasted, wasn't it? And very easy from him. Prayer, Jerome Prayer there just jumped. He started jumping before he even made contact with the ball, which I think was... I'm not a goalkeeper, but I think that was ill-advised. Anyway, can we strike back? Lovely working move. It's gone to Keita Balde, and we strike back straight away. What a counter-attack that was. A lovely goal. Really, really well worked. Indeed, he holds it up. Pereira cuts inside, flings it across. The touch from Pratt there to Iheanacho. The touch from Iheanacho to Balde. And then the cutting inside. And the finish from Keita Balde. Absolutely sensational stuff. We're back on level terms. I was about to switch things up, but we have played pretty well under this system. And we conceded an unfortunate goal through the penalty, and we've come back straight away. So let's keep it up. Can always make a switch if we need to in the second half. Another set piece. That doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. Puskas, we're going to make the change now, I think. Puskas scores 2 set pieces. Set pieces. I don't know what the defence is doing there. Just allow a cloud of players to come in. And we have played well today. We've definitely played well. We've dominated the game in terms of shots on target. And how are we doing for possession? Pretty good at that one too. It's just they've had 2 set pieces and they've scored both. And we've made the switch now, and obviously nothing's going to happen. Or maybe it now will. Ricardo Pereira flings it into Keita Balde. Really should have scored. I thought we were finally recovering. We finally started to play well. Finally started to actually do something. We're going to go a bit more positive and see if we've made the switch, and it's not gone particularly well. As soon as we've made the switch, they've come back into it. Let's go back to this, and we're going to have to make some changes. Balde's not particularly fit, although he's playing really, really well. We're going to have to take him off. Can't afford for him to get injured. That's probably going to cost us the game, but I think longer term, we've got bigger fish to fry than that. Come on, do something. Get creative. He was so good for that one highlight. We played brilliantly there, and then you've just been sloppy. Chowdhury wins the ball back, driving forward from him, goes for the shot, and it's wide. And I think that's going to be it today. And well, what a goal from Keita Balde. That was lovely. It's too bad about any sort of defending from set pieces. What is the point of Mustafi? Seriously, what is the point of him? There we go. I'm going to get very cross with him because that wasn't good enough. We won 2 games in a row, and then you have gone into that game. You've dominated that game for the most part, and you've just been really, really sloppy. Not good enough. Lots of work still to be done here. That is for sure. Charlie Taylor, didn't see much from him. He's out for 8 to 11 days. And yeah, missed chances. 2 clear-cut chances. We only scored one of them. Just, 2 set... look how badly they've played, by the way. Look how badly they've played. A lucky goal from a penalty and a lucky goal from a corner. But it just seems like all the luck is not going our way, really. But anyway, slightly improved performances. Hopefully some more improved performances before next time. February is going to be absolutely crucial. Hopefully things go quite well with that. I think we're going to come back, though, probably around March time. Because I kind of want to get through the rest of this season. Just sort of fly through it. And then just, if I'm not been sacked, completely rebuild the squad for next season. Because we're really not very good. You did well, though. Let's keep that up. But there we are. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed how questionable this career move is. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. We'll probably be sacked by next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.